shelter from all that we see. But why should we worry? No, it's not plugged in. It's not plugged in. I never gave it back to you. You have to start over. We'll start with Bob Seger again. I know it's late. I know you're weary. I know your plans don't include me. But still here we are. Both of us lonely. Longing for shelter from all that we see. Why should we worry? Why don't you stay? Stay with us.
Is he still alive, Bob Seger?
Yeah, he's going to be in Peoria in a couple months.
What about the Silver Bullet Band? Are they still alive?
I think they did. They were vampires.
Welcome to Couch Pilots. All of you are my friends. It's the show that dares to fly into the unknown territory of awful television pilots and the past. My name is Jason. You can call me the Black DJ, and with me as always is my man on the ones and the twos. It's Captain Cabin Philip Resdacher.
Wiki, wiki, wiki.
So what you want?
So what you
want?
What you want? Great, now we're going to have to pay them.
Would be the first time we pay the Beastie Boys.
My favorite line of the Beastie Boys
Right.
ever. Mm-hmm. There's a story that goes with it. I did it like this. I did it like that. I did it with the wiffle ball bat. So I'm on the run. The cops got my gun. And right about now it's time to have some fun. The king at rock. That is my name. Y'all drink the most champagne. So when that album came out.
Sure. License to Ill.
Yeah, we used to go to Riverman games a lot.
That was the album that said, hey, white people, we can rap. We can do it.
Yeah. And I remember listening to that tape over
at a
and over.
Riverman game?
No, I listened to it at that time over and over again. And we're standing in line with our tickets to get in
to a Riverman
game. Okay. And I'm with my family, and I start singing that song, and I say, I did like that, I did like this, I did like that with a wiffle ball bat. So, and my mom slapped me on the back of the head, and she goes, no more.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the Beastie Boys. I don't want to hear about you penetrating a woman with a plastic bat.
Love the wiffle. You know what we did with the wiffle ball bat? Have I told you this before?
No! What's that?
We used to play a lot of wiffle ball.
With the D battery.
With the D battery. Oh, yeah. God damn that.
It's like a rocket, right? You're like, because when the tip of that wiffle ball bat finally had enough and it breaks through, you were sending that D battery into orbit.
Yeah, that duct tape, eventually, if you over and over, that D battery is hitting that duct tape, it gets old, it gets frim, and fucking it goes whatever.
You're lucky it didn't break a window. You're lucky it didn't kill someone, right?
Right.
But those wiffle balls.
Because then I would be like,
flew.
I
did it like that.
Tupac, right?
Machiavellian.
Killing somebody.
You would have been like Machiavelli.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is. How are you, sir?
I'm good. As this is released, we are living in a post 2018 CouchCon world.
Dude, seriously, every year, bigger, better. I can't even imagine. We need to start planning now for 2019.
And we will.
In the year 2019.
In the year 2019.
Nice.
I don't. Okay, I have this saying that I do. I've been saying it for a long time. I am
Mountain Dew
jokes.
Go badly.
No. The saying is, I am puke free since 2003. And that's true. I haven't vomited in a long time. I've been sick here and there. I get pretty drunk sometimes. Very rarely do I ever get hungover. We are days now away from the end of CouchCon.
Right.
And I am still hungover.
Yeah,
I have not puked.
No, yeah.
But I am feeling it. My old body is just like it's been wreaked upon havoc.
Yeah, we had to pay $10,000 to park Air Force One in the hangar because
downtown Manhattan.
Yeah, because we could not fly for a few days, and it cost us a lot of money.
The charges are racked up for sure.
Yeah, but again, it was such a lucrative event.
I don't like to say the word success a lot.
Got some fuck you.
We
buddy.
had a lot of fun.
No, we had great fun.
We met a ton of people. Right now we've got a ton of feedback in the bank. We're kind of generating that, mixing it up, ready to pump it back out here to our frequent flyers that are listening who didn't show up for it. It's not ready this week.
No,
but in a couple
you
weeks,
still have time to put some. If you want to call in or email us anything about your experiences at CouchCon, please do so.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, got a couple weeks, so just get it in before we because I think
we're gonna purge it all at once,
right, and we're gonna just
pump it in. And we're gonna fucking ejaculate it back.
Oh, we're just gonna spew it all over
That's
everywhere.
right.
It's gonna be great, but
That's
it was a hell of a time. Hell of a time.
Yeah. If you didn't go, just know that in a few months from now, we're going to start planning again.
Yeah, because ticket sales go on sale
Christmas to New Year's Eve.
Christmas to New Year's Eve.
And we shut it off, and then there'll be little pockets of like VIP and like platinum tickets you can buy. But those main tickets, they always sell out in that pocket of time. So
and that's what we do
Christmas,
is one of the things that makes it so successful is that right after it's over, just a couple months, and we put those blocks of tickets on. We don't even know what it's going to be yet, and people still buy it.
We know what happened there. We were there.
Yeah.
Should we tell some people like a little tidbits of what happened or not?
Go ahead. I'll let you have one.
Okay. So one of the main events was a pudding match, a banana pudding match, reffed by our very own tarmac worker, DSJ.
No, you got to stop right there. You cannot tell that story yet.
Okay, I won't tell it.
Because
this is amazing.
We don't want to give that one away, but
this is amazing.
Yeah. But, no, you can tell a different story, but please don't tell that one. Look, should we? All right. Let's talk about.
I will. Okay. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just have so much like coming in my head right now. Right? I want to get it all out.
But let's start at the beginning. All right.
Wind the clock back.
Bill Cosby was supposed to be the head announcer guy.
Yes. Bill Cosby. We had gotten dirt cheap.
Yeah, $300.
And you and I apparently are so removed from popular culture, we didn't realize that Bill Cosby was going through a trial,
right?
And had done
his people didn't tell our people about it at all.
No
full disclosure there.
None whatsoever. So we got Bill Cosby to MC our entire event for $300.
Yep, 2 weeks before. Yeah. 2 weeks before he goes to prison.
Yeah,
for 3 to 10 years.
So he's in prison, and we're like, "Are the guy who's going to MC the whole event is gone?"
That's the. I mean, that was the draw for probably most of the people.
Who steps up to the plate? Fucking Kebmo Slice.
Fuck yeah. Kebmo Slice says, guys, I can do this. I know you're in a time of need. I'll do it for $250.
And he does it in blackface as Bill Cosby.
Yep. He had suspenders on the whole time.
Yes.
He's like, hey, blood and pops. We're going to do cash pilots.
He had a bunch of Kodak cameras all over him.
Oh, God.
He had the classic sweater.
It's like he knew this was going to happen.
Well, Bill Cosby on the Cosby Show was an obstetrician who helped guide women to bring their babies into the world. We had the Lamaze, the birthing suites, and he went in there and acted like he was Cliff Huxtable and helped guide babies into this world. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was insane. And I will admit this. This is not an original joke, but think about this from Saturday Night Live the other night.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
The Cosby Show. Mm-hmm. And his name was Huxtable.
Yeah. Oh, I saw that on there.
It's pretty. It was. You know what? I never thought about that until just now.
So you're watching a show called The Cosby Show, but no one on the show is called Cosby.
Right. I just thought it was funny. It was good. But Kebmo Slice, thank you for saving the day. I don't think we should go into much more. I really don't.
Okay. I've got some super.
I mean, I've got papers upon papers. I've got emails.
Papers away.
Yeah, I'm printing out all the emails and stuff.
I don't know why you print out all the emails, but okay.
But we have so much to go through. We cannot go through CouchCon right now. We'd love to, but we can't.
Let me ask you. Okay, I've got some juicy nuggets. I can't wait to unload on this.
Give me a juice nugget.
Do you really want one from the show?
Oh yeah, all over my face. Give me a juice nugget.
Okay. For people who weren't there,
it's like a teaser, right?
There was a marriage that happened.
Yes, there was.
It's not what you think either. You guys.
Well, we know the one I told you not to talk about.
Well, you guys know John, right? Down syndrome John.
DSJ, our man since episode 2 or 3, I think.
Got married to Ann.
Wow.
Honestly, that was the main event.
Yeah, I mean that overshadowed so much of
Yes.
CouchCon.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was unexpected. He didn't talk to us about it. He just sat on that black box all the way to New York. Didn't talk about it at all.
There was a series of things that happened.
Oh, God.
That opened, and I won't get into it right
Yeah.
now. You tell me when you want me to get into it. I'll get into it then. But there's a series of things that happened that opened up that last night for the main event. There was going to be a marriage, and it wasn't the marriage you thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
It was Ann and DSJ, and I tell you what, you and I stood there as best men. We were beaming ear to ear.
I mean, at first I was like, "This is a series of unfortunate events," but
Right.
then
Let me second.
once they both said, "I do," it really tied so much.
I feel like the entire Madison Square Garden, as big as it is, as many people as it
was so
holds,
quiet.
it filled with love.
Yeah, it filled with, but it was so quiet. You could hear a pin drop.
Unbelievable amount of respect.
Right, and Anne there,
Beautiful.
she looked gorgeous,
Beaming.
and she had DSJJR right there on her arms, and it was
He came down as the ring bearer because the kid can walk now.
Sure,
He's
yeah.
a little over a year old.
Yeah.
He's walking down the aisle with a ring.
She picked him up. He handed the ring to his dad, and I don't know who planned this, but it was amazing. When he said I do, and then she said I do.
Yeah.
And confetti, thousands of pounds of confetti came down slowly and soft. There was glitter too, and it just came down.
Thousands of pounds of confetti. I tell you what, I'm not happy to report this, but there were a few fatalities at
Sure,
CouchCon.
and will we pay for that? Yes,
Absolutely.
But because the moment was so amazing,
Who among us can say there were deaths at my wedding? Very few people.
very few, but it was wonderful. I appreciate everybody being there. You know what? To be honest with you, I'm glad DSJ did not tell us about it because it would have taken some of the emotions away from us. We would have been prepared.
Yeah.
Right? And proper preparation prevents piss
poor
poor performance.
That's right.
Says,
what? Says you?
well, it started to sound like a Ross Perot, but then I couldn't think of his
We're
name.
so old.
Yeah. Proper preparation
Can I finish? Can I finish?
prevents a piss poor performance.
Remember when Dana Carvey would be both George Bush
Yeah.
and Ross Perot?
talent, right?
Can I finish? Can I finish?
So DSJ
That's usually what I say to a lady when she's on her belly.
on her back. Come on, man.
Can I finish?
This is a family show, but
Can I finish?
to me, I think you blew the wad. You told the biggest story of all of them, but that's there's so much more that happened, but nothing compares to that. Brass taxes. We got fan feedback. Or do you want to? I mean, I don't want to give away any more right now, but
That's fine. No. We're like I said. There's a lot of people writing in, calling in, giving their experiences. We don't have that ready yet. We're going to kind of get it together in one big, nice reel for everyone here. That's not ready right now. So, yeah, let's dig into some other fan feedback.
let's go back. God, Dee Dee, you're awesome. You give me so much to go with. But let's go to our friend and yours, Lori Garcia. And she posted an article on our Facebook page. It says, local drunk pilot going to pull over onto cloud until he sobers up a little bit. That was an article that happened.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm. And then another person that I don't know posted, his name is Mike Willinger. You know Mike Willinger?
No, I don't know that.
Hey, dude, all my data is stored there. Go get your own cloud. Whatever.
Who said that? Mike Dillinger?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Do you have any idea?
No.
Guess what? I don't know who he is. You don't know who he is. He's getting frequent flyer
Right,
points.
exactly. He's in the pachinko machine. Season 13, episode 2, The Omen.
Oh man,
Chris
that's a while back.
Chris Tuckley.
Yeah.
Because he's catching up. He is catching up. He's only about 2 seasons behind right now, almost 3.
That guy. Love that guy.
He says this one had my favorite Captain Blake story, the one about Dakota and the classy vape shirt. We heard a short version in a previous show. This retelling including new God, where's that? Including new details, including the fact that Bottle Cap Kid was there on that night too. I hope he managed to keep his shirt nice. And I said, Chris Tuckley, it was a great trip, but the poop killed a great night. Captain Black was there watching from more than an arm's length away. He couldn't smell it.
I wish I would have been a little bit more active that night.
I do too.
Like,
you were tired.
there's probably a little bit of that. 'Cause, I mean, it was like a marathon event, right? We got down there at like 6 in the morning, got something to eat, slept for a few hours, went over to the event, did the show.
Did two shows.
Did 2 shows, went to eat, went to the strip. It was like a fucking boom, ba-boom, boom. It was awesome.
Bada bing, bada
I wouldn't
boom.
trade it for anything,
No.
except for maybe like a couple $100. But like, I wish I would have been a little more active with the whores. You know what I mean?
Well, we had a budget.
Yeah, we'd have a budget.
I
But
think
that
you were
was
unemployed at the time, right?
No, I was employed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This fan feedback comes from John Virus, and he posted this on Broken Funny Bone. It says, "What in the actual fuck? No more episodes?" My response was, "Sorry, man. We have taken a step back. Of course, if you're missing me and Jason, there's always our show, Couch Pods Podcast." And his answer was, "It's not the same."
Do you know that guy? No. You have. Okay. Sometimes we're like, what are we going to do to start off the show? What are we going to talk about? This is a great opportunity to dig into this. What is your plans for the future, if at all, of Broken Funny Bone?
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you want to do? What are you doing right now?
I think
you're not dealing heel versus face, right?
Yeah.
You kind of do some engineer work for Karaoke Biggie.
Yeah.
You don't do Broken Funny Bone. You do this show,
Right.
and you're
Right. I
committed
do a
to
lot
this.
of work to this show,
and I appreciate it.
There's tons of work that I do for the show.
You for real do. I know you're joking, but you do a lot of the social media work and you do all the technical work for this show. So you super appreciate. You're absolutely 50% of this program here. But what is do you have any future plans for Broken Funny Bone? Because there's people like Tyler and whatever the fuck this guy's name is that are like, hey, I am interested in Broken Funny Bone. It's something I tune into on the regs. What is your plan for that?
I have a 5-show is in development at this time that will hopefully replace that.
A 5-show?
No, 5 different shows that I could possibly replace.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is something you're thinking about.
Yeah.
Okay. And
wintertime's coming. So
can I throw this
I'll have
out to
more
you
time.
too?
Yeah.
I don't want you
to want me?
to want me.
Too late, asshole.
No, okay. This is what I'll say. Obviously, in the past, I've been very committed to doing IBWIP.
Very much so.
And Broken Funny Bone. I've been a fixture in it, someone you can depend on.
Sure.
But I'm going to say this to you. I don't want you to feel like if you want a creative outlet outside of Couch Pilots going forward, I don't want you to feel like you have to involve me.
I don't. That's not. That in no way, shape, or form does that ever cross my mind. You will always be involved.
Okay. Well,
I will force you to be involved.
That's fine.
If you're trying to get out of it, it's
at
not
all.
working.
Not at all. I want to do it, but I don't want to hold you back from whatever vision you have. So if you're looking for a partner and you want him to be me, it'll always be me. Okay. I don't want you to worry about that.
In life,
100%. But if you
will you marry me?
I'll gay marry you.
All right, nice.
This is your way of diffusing the situation. That's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and board this shit. It got too real, too quick. We got a lot of show left.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captains have turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
You have a good heart, my friend.
I don't know that I don't have movie monologue. Like I said last week, I don't know if I'm going to do that anymore. I had fun with it. It was silly.
It was funny. But everything runs its course.
Sure. I'm looking. I don't know what I'm going to do to fill this space going forward. I thought about like playing old commercials, like from like the 70s and 80s that we grew up with.
I think what you should do. This is a little behind the curtain.
Sure.
Right. We usually talk about this stuff off the mic.
I'm wide open to it.
I think you should take a moment in sports history and be an old time announcer and do it.
What was that guy called? Ted Muffin?
Ted Muffins. I miss a lot of yes.
Should I call my mom instead?
Yeah, let's call your mom instead. You know what? Let's do that every time. Let's call your mom and just see how she's doing. Do you want? Okay.
Do I want what?
Do you still want to want me?
Yeah.
I got 2 head guitar. I'm good. I'm good.
Let's see if she answers the phone.
Hello.
Hey, Mom, it's Jason.
Hey.
I'm recording right now, and you're on the show. If that's all right.
Oh, what's going on?
Hi, Mom.
That's Blake.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are ya? Hey, how are ya?
That's his racist Indian thing he does. I don't care for it. I'm going to be home a little bit later. Can I pick up that thing for work? That what would you call that? That partition?
Yeah, like a shutter partition.
What time do you go to bed these days? Now that you're retired.
Anytime I want.
That's a good answer. That's
Yeah.
I can't believe she's retired because to me,
You can't buy
she
that
looks
kind of freedom.
43.
Everyone says that about my
Yeah.
mom.
Beautiful,
for pity's sake.
beautiful woman.
It's disheartening to have like people look at your mom and like, and I don't mean to get crude, Mom, but like in a sexual
No,
way,
no, no.
like a romantic
I'm just
kind of
saying.
way.
No, I'm not. It's not romantic. I'm just saying she is a very attractive 43-year-old woman.
Jeff says that all the time about you, Mom. Do you know that?
Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm not joking. People say that all the time about you. How much of a beautiful woman you are.
Well, that's awful nice, but
And she's got a
I don't know
camper.
what am I supposed to say about that?
Say thank you, Blake.
The
Aw,
awkwardness
thank
in
you,
your
Blake.
response is enough.
Thank you, sweetie.
And
Oh, see?
people really do say that, Mom. They can't believe how she's what age? She's your mom. What she have you at age 12? You know. But yeah.
Well, I didn't tell you this, but I'm just kidding.
Oh, jeez. My mom's
You know what?
actually 41.
I love it how she plays along. She plays along, and that's good.
No,
Yeah.
the big 60 is like a month
No
away.
way.
November
No way.
8. November 8. She was born.
Yeah.
That's not possible.
Yeah, she's gonna be 60.
No,
Yeah, she looks great.
I refuse to believe that.
You know what my mom does? She
Pilates.
Well, she does. First of all, she does Pilates like a maniac.
Yeah.
Second of all,
I don't do Pilates.
no, but she would go to the she would go
Okay, I'll play along.
she would go get her hair done, and she would get back from her hair done, and she would say, "Jason, you know what they tell me?" I said, "I don't know what you're talking about." She says, "They say I'm 35% gray."
No.
I was like, "What?" Because every time she go in, she get her hair done.
Sure.
And then she come, and a few years go by, she said, "Jason, I'm 57.5% gray." Can you believe it? And I was like, "All right, I don't know," but she would always get her hair dyed, and you never know.
Sure.
But now she's like, I would say she's the opposite of what Paul McCartney is doing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's aging gracefully. Paul McCartney's God, I want to swear so bad. I'm sorry, Mom.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Paul McCartney's hair is like black as the night right now. You know, he's not aging gracefully. He's well into his 70s. But my mom, she's like putting the gray in
Sure.
sparingly.
Yeah.
It's smart. She's aging
She's a
gracefully.
very smart woman.
Yeah.
One of the smartest women I know.
Oh, you guys are just being too nice tonight.
Oh, we can change that if you want.
Yeah. Blake can turn on a dime. Just let him know.
No, I have a lot of respect for your mother.
Yeah.
I think she's a wonderful woman, and I always enjoy having conversations with her. You don't let me have very many, but I do.
That's
love,
on purpose, yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
but I love that she's a great woman.
I will say real quick, I went to the farmer's market this past Saturday with her, and like you can't walk 10 feet with her without her knowing like 3 people.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She's married to a very nice guy named Ron. I said, Ron, how do you do this? You can't go anywhere without being bombarded by people that my mom knows.
And I'll tell
he's
you-
like, it's fine.
I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because she was in education. My stepdad's the same way. He was in
Okay.
a Colorado airport, and he knew 2 people that were former students. That's why she knows everybody, because she was in education.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
Well,
That's the answer right there.
so is it all right if I come by later and pick up that thing? It's in the garage. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just right inside the garage.
Okay, I'll pick it up. I'm sorry to bother you. I hope I didn't bug you at a bedtime.
No, I'm watching The Voice.
I have one more
My
question.
favorite show.
Can I ask one more question?
Sure.
Your mom has to say.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. Do you know who the Indigo Girls are?
The Indigo Girls?
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard of them before.
Okay, that's fine.
Is it anything to do with the Spice Girls?
No.
No? Okay, I'm just kidding.
It's like a lesbian duo folk
Oh.
rock group from the 90s.
Okay, no, I don't
It's
then.
every time I call somebody, I have to ask them that question.
It's true.
That's it.
Every time.
That's
It's
The
like clockwork.
Indigo Girls. Well, no, but I'm going to have to Google it now, so I do know.
Google Closer to Fine. It's a good song.
Closer to, what is it?
Closer to Fine.
Closer to fine. What?
Fine. F-I-N-E.
Oh, fine.
Yeah,
Closer to fine.
Closer to Fine. It's a good movie. It's a good song.
Okay.
We love you.
All right, love
Yeah.
you guys.
Love you, Mom. Bye.
All right, bye.
She's a nice lady. How'd I do? Did I do all right? Are you mad?
Yeah, no, you did great.
I have respect for your mom. Like my mom, I'll call her and be like, "Hey, you want to talk about blowjobs?" But your mom, I have respect. I have respect.
The
for
same
your
kind of
mother.
respect you have for Matt when he comes to the show.
No, Dad.
This honest, wholesome kind
and
of.
he messaged me after he was on the show. And he's like, "Thank you for being respectful." I'm like, no problem. I'm sorry about that asshole, Jason, but I always respect you. I respect people that have great morals because I can't.
Matt and I get along
too late.
because we're on outside of the autistic spectrum. We're on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Sure.
Like when God calls Matt home to heaven, this is what God's going to do. He's going to say, "I am your God now." He's going to say that to Matt. He's gonna, I'm going to be your right hand man.
Right.
You are the God now.
Right.
You're in charge of everything that's ever existed or ever will be.
Right.
I'm going to step aside, and where I'm on the other end of the spectrum. That's why we get along so well. It's like a fucking DJ Scat Cat with Paul Abdul. Opposites attract, right?
Right.
I'm Satan, and where Matt is he's Bruce Willis in the movie Glass.
Well, what I'm hoping is that, God forbid,
God forbid.
I'll obviously die before Matt, right? That's
1,000%.
yeah.
Matt's gonna live to 200.
Sure. So I'm going to be in purgatory, right? And I'm going to be
Because that's real.
right, and my feet are going to be blistery, burning. I'm just going to be hot all the time. I'm going to become like a Jewish woman. It's like it's hot in here, and then when the time comes for Matt to meet his maker, right, he's going to take over, and he's going to be like, there were 6 people in my life that I feel sorry for, right? There's 3 people.
So you're banking on pity.
I'm banking that he will feel sorry enough for me that he will be like, buddy, come on. He's like, don't go up, don't touch the gates.
Don't touch 'em.
Don't touch them, but
You can hang out outside.
Yeah, don't touch any angels and don't touch the gates, but you can be here.
You can set up camp right outside the pearly gates.
Yeah, just like we used to do for concert tickets.
Today we discuss the pilot episode of The Pound Hole from the year of our Lord 2015. Great year.
2015, let's just say it. I was married. Okay?
Is that the year you got married? I bet it was. Maybe the year before. 14 or 15 you got
You
married.
want to call my wife and try to find out?
Call her up. She's gonna hate this.
Yep.
And while he does this, I'm gonna set up the next segment of the show, and we're talking about 2015. We're in 2018 right now. 2015 was when the pilot came out. We can't judge The Pound Hole on 2018 standards, right?
Right.
We have to go back in time in our minds. And we'll do so by talking about things that happened in 2015. So let's see if Molly answers. She knows you're recording right now. If she's smart, she won't answer the phone. And she is smart.
Oh, yeah, she's very smart. You want to call my mom and ask her?
Ask her what?
When I was married?
Yeah, let's ask her. Let's call your mom. Your mom has a nickname, if I remember correctly.
It's the blowjob queen.
And that is something that she dons with confidence.
Oh,
I would
very
say.
much so.
This is, what's her name? Lynn?
Yeah. Lin-Manuel Miranda. I'm calling her cell phone because I don't think my stepdad would have his shit
He
together.
lives in the basement now, right?
No, he's up front.
Okay, your mom's in the basement?
Yeah. See, look at this. You call one person, they love you.
No one wants to talk to you.
All right, I can only call one more. All right, let's call one. I'm going to call one more person.
Who?
To find out.
Who else was at your wedding?
Huh?
Oh, call Shannon Johnson. Was he at your wedding?
Yeah.
Call him up.
No.
Come on.
Special guest referee here.
Who's this?
Who dis?
Okay, I'm all right. That's good.
Who dis? We should probably plan this stuff out better. Like your mom answered the phone.
Yeah, my mom loves me.
What? I've called 3 people.
No one. I said no.
Fuck this.
Who was it?
Huh?
Who was it?
Jen.
Oh, was it Jen? Oh, I love her.
I did. Yeah. Who doesn't?
I think I have her. I think I have her number. I was texting with her for a little bit, but she wasn't interested.
God. Okay. You know what? Well, you want to try one more
She's
person?
dating a different guy now, right?
No.
No? Oh, then I will call her, maybe, huh?
Let's see. Okay, I got one more.
We're trying to put people back in the mind frame of 2015. Who's this? Is it a secret?
Yeah.
I really wish it was Shannon Johnson, your old co-host for IBWIP before me. This is like 6 years ago.
Hello?
Hello, is this Derek?
What's up? What
My-
you doing?
Hey, I'm legally obligated to tell you that you're on the air right now. On an
On the air right now?
on the episode of Couch Pilots, and I've called 4 people to find out what year I got married in. Do you know?
It was in 2013.
Derek who?
My boy Derek from California. Derek and Tawny.
Okay.
Derek, I called my wife. She didn't answer the phone.
My wife.
My wife. I think because she knows we're recording.
Oh, man. How could you not want to take part in that? That's terrible.
You know what? It's terrible. It's terrible. But I found this to be a good reason to call you and tell you that I love you because you know what? Every once in a while, you got to tell the people that you love them.
That's right. I love you too, brother.
All right. I'm going to talk to you later because we have a very good pilot episode. It's called... Oh, hello?
Hello?
Oh.
I'm here.
We have a pilot episode that we watched. It was called Pound Hole.
That's an amazing name.
Yeah. Will you give your wife a kiss for me and tell your son and your daughter that I love them too?
I will. All right. It was good talking to you.
All right, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
See, at least somebody fucking cares about me.
How do you know that guy? From IBWAP?
Yeah.
All right, good.
All
right.
Hold on.
All right. You got to call someone else?
God damn it.
Who are you calling now? Jesus.
Where's the speaker on this thing?
Probably at the bottom by the butthole of the phone.
Hello?
Hello,
Hi, who's this?
Molly.
Oh, Molly, that's my wife. My
Yeah.
wife. Hey, what are you doing right now?
I'm getting ready to sit down.
Ooh, hey. We're watching a pilot episode from 2015. Could you turn the TV down for a second?
Could you turn that down?
I love the way she yells at children. I love it.
Where are you?
I'm in Texas right now.
Are you downstairs?
Shh, don't tell anybody. This is a secret.
Are you in Texas downstairs?
Yes. I'm downstairs, Texas. Hey,
You're
we're
Texas.
yeah.
You're Texas stairs?
Texas Stairs. We're watching a pilot from 2015, and because I usually talk about sexual escapades that I've had each year. We watch the pilots.
Good God, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because I never had sex before you, so that's
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Pretty boring segment then, right?
Molly, how many men did you sleep with before Blake?
How many men did I sleep with before Blake? Was that the question?
Yes, that was the question.
Nope.
Oh yeah, 0.
Oh, really?
Nice. See how we're in tune.
I didn't know Molly was a liar.
But we were
I'm not talking to you. I'm on the phone.
we were together in 2015, obviously, right?
Right. It was, 4 years ago? Yeah. No, 3 years ago.
Yeah. And so we were already married in 2015, correct?
For about a year, yeah.
About a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, married in 14?
Yeah. I think Derek was right. Sorry, now my mom is calling, but that's all right. We'll let that go to voicemail.
Oh, bummer.
I just wanted to say, hello, mother, come on. Ever since 2014, it's been bliss, right?
Well, yeah. It's been a lot of fun.
What did you think of CouchCon?
It was a great time.
Nice.
Thanks for your feedback.
We love you.
I love you too.
I love you, Molly.
I love you too.
She said it like more endearing when she said
Yeah,
it to you.
yeah, I know.
I love you both equally.
Ooh, hey. All right, great woman. Glad we are getting the show on the road. 34 minutes into
So
it.
you have a 4-year anniversary, is that right?
May is 4 years, I guess. Yeah.
This May or this past?
Dismay. My life is in dismay. That was 2 years ago, dismay. See how I bring that around?
Very good. October 8th, actress and singer Selena Gomez reveals she has lupus and releases her studio album Revival. Goes to number 1 on Billboard 200 the next day.
Who was it?
Selena Gomez.
Selena Dion.
Is Selena Gomez a piece of ass or not?
Yeah.
She's cute.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's sexy. I think she's cute, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's cute.
That's smart though, right? If you have a disease, and say you've known about the disease for months, and you're like, you know what I'm also doing in a couple months, I'm going to be releasing an album. Why not announce you have an illness, and then the next day release an album? It's genius. Of course it's going to rocket to number one.
Speaking of which, on Big Brother, right?
Yeah.
They had the finale.
Sure.
Right? And
it's over.
It's over. The two black people, they got engaged at the finale, and then 2 days later, because you don't want to be out of the limelight, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You say that you had a miscarriage during the show.
Good God.
Fuck her.
What
right?
a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
I don't know any of this shit. I'm so glad I don't. I'm glad that you're my conduit to it, because I don't want to have to fucking experience it myself.
Right on.
Amen to you. October 13th, basketball player Lamar Odom is hospitalized after being found unconscious in a brothel in Nevada.
Doing cocaine.
Do you remember that?
Yeah,
I remember that. I remember that too.
He was doing cocaine, fucking girls.
And he was married to Chloe.
Will Chamberlain.
He was married to the deceased Will Chamberlain.
Chloe.
The least attractive of the Kardashians, right?
Right, but why?
The one whose weight fluctuates.
Right, but to be honest, even if you're married to the least attractive Kardashian, you're still doing okay, right?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, these people.
You shouldn't be doing cocaine in a brothel.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. First of all, have you ever done cocaine?
No, I refuse to do it.
Okay, that was my next question. Would you ever do it?
No, I don't trust. I don't trust it. I don't trust where I would go. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, have I smoked marijuana in my lifetime? Yes.
Yeah.
Have I had good times and bad times with it? Yes. Have I drank alcohol? Yes. Have I done speed? Yes. Did I have a really bad time on speed? Yes. So if I can't handle speed, why would I do cocaine? Right?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Why is that funny?
That
I couldn't handle trucker speed?
Well, first of all, I'm a little drunk.
Effiderm. It was Effiderm.
I don't know what that is.
Effiderm was trucker speed that you could buy at like a gas station.
Would you go to a brothel?
I have been to a brothel.
You have? Oh, my God.
Well,
what?
To me,
tell me about it.
The Hustler Club in New Orleans is a brothel because I was in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. I went into the Hustler...
Bourbon Street.
I went in there, and it was a strip club, right?
Okay.
And then I was there for about 15 minutes. I bought a drink. I was heavily intoxicated. I just made it out with a girl from Australia.
Is it some girl you just met?
Yeah.
That's the best.
No, yeah.
That's not the best.
I didn't know anybody there. I was by myself.
What's the... what's the soonest amount of time that you met someone and then had sex with them?
Had sex with them?
Yeah.
Well, same night.
Yeah.
Same
how
night,
long do you think?
At my peak, when I was the best,
shortest amount of time.
3 hours.
I might have you beat.
That's good. No, that's great. But I was in a foreign land, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Went to the Hustlers strip club.
Sure, you're making out with some broad.
No, I was making out with the girl before I went to the Hustler place. And I left her. I was like, "Ooh, I got
to calm down."
And she was cute. She reminded me of the girls from Iconic. But anyway,
the WWE.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so we went there. I went in, had a drink, and a girl came up to me and offered me sexual intercourse for money.
So this is a brothel situation.
Yeah, definitely.
And so, what were you doing?
Me no see what's going on here.
Sorry, there was
what's going on?
I get FaceTime calls from my daughter's friends.
Yeah, that's the one that's happened 6 times during our history.
So anyway, I've never seen a brothel. I may have seen one, but not known it was a brothel.
Sure.
I definitely never been to one. But you were at a brothel.
She said, "Would you like to go upstairs?" And I said, "What's upstairs?" And she's like, "Well, we can work out a deal."
Really?
Yeah. No, yeah, seriously.
I'm on dating apps right now.
No, nice.
And I've had local prostitutes get a hold of me, but I've never been face to face with one offering me to go to
face.
That's incredible. I've never had that before.
And I was upset because she was unattractive, and I was like, "That's the one that comes up to me." But here's the reason. The only reason I didn't do it. Do you want me to be perfectly honest?
Please.
The only reason I didn't do it is because it was on my way down to Alabama, and there was a bunch of things I wanted to purchase in Alabama. and so I was afraid I wouldn't have enough money.
Like related to country music?
Hank Williams Museum.
There you go.
So if I wouldn't have had to purchase, if I didn't know what I wanted to purchase and how much money I had,
You would have fucked a whore.
I would have fucked a whore. I would have.
Very good. God bless you, Lamar Odom. October 20th, U.S. Vice President Joe Biden confirms he will not run for president. 2015.
It's a good idea.
This is the time where all the Democrats, all the Republicans are getting together and they say, you know what, Obama's done 2 terms. He's done.
Right.
Who is going to be the next person to run for our party? Turns out fucking Donald Trump wins.
Christ.
Remember when Donald Trump had a board game? That guy's the president now. This country's a living nightmare.
There's so many things the stuff that he still says. I'm like, so there's 3 things we don't talk about on this show.
No religion.
No religion, no politics,
And no cops. No cops,
No
folks.
cops.
No cops. No thank you.
But Donald Trump, he says stuff that how he is not out of here already. I don't know.
You know, we
wanted to get rid of Bill Clinton because a girl gave him a blowjob and he stuck a
cigar in
her hoo-ha. But this guy's doing all kinds of shit and nobody's doing anything.
Well, a few weeks ago when we had record numbers with the White Wolf, Brian, and Tim from the Challenge podcast, we were talking to them, and they
Remember
seem
those
to be,
days when we had great numbers?
Oh, great! Just a few weeks ago, great days. I'll never forget them. But they had done a political podcast, basically saying we hate Donald Trump. And my question then, and it still remains, like, how many scandals were there with President Obama? And it turns out there was none.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm a Democrat. I don't give a shit. I hate politics. I hate parties. I hate all that shit. But when you look back at Barack Hussein Obamacare for 8 years, there were no scandals.
Right.
Right. There wasn't threats of
HIV.
No, he never. Although he was a black guy, obviously from Africa, there was no HIV threat. There was no threat of FBI informants going under investigation. Say, I lick your boom boom down.
Yeah, Obama never said that. I'll lick your boom boom down.
Did he want to lick boom boom down? Sure,
Probably.
But did
his
he ever?
wife's pretty hot though. His wife's pretty
She's a
hot.
good looking woman. I'm just saying that every day with Trump seems like a fucking nightmare, right?
How is this happening?
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, Joe Biden, as crazy as he seemed to be, might have been a refreshing alternative to the Donald Trump.
God damn.
Anyway, with that, I am back in 2015.
Yeah, I mean, we talked to my wife, we talked to Derek, we talked to your mom.
Yeah.
We're in 2015.
2015, just a few years ago, I was 34 years old.
Dude, God damn, I wish I was 34 years old again.
That makes you 40.
God damn.
Can I tell you a little something?
Something, a little something?
You had a surprise birthday party.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
East Peoria, Illinois, on Meadows with an Independence roots music artist.
Joe Huber. Yeah, it was awesome. And until my brother punched me in the abdomen and I thought I had to go to the hospital. Yeah, no, it was a great party. It was an awesome party. My wife throws the best parties ever.
We were, you and I were doing It Burns When I Pee, IBWIP at the time, and we had Heather Olson, who was on the show for about a year and a half with us, and we had a lot of fun with her. She was great. She's really funny.
Amazing.
She's a really young lady, smart.
A feminist, of course.
Sure. And
Which gelled great with us.
No, it was a great contrast to what we're doing, absolutely. So I said to Heather, I was like, hey, I'm going to Blake's party, and you're invited as well. Would you like to ride with me? And she said, I think she said yes at first, and then dropped out.
Sure,
but
that's for
par for the course for her. But I felt weird, asking her to go. I was trying to put the moves on her, but I wasn't, because at that time in your life, I didn't know a ton of your family or friends.
Sure.
And neither did she. So I thought maybe it would be good if we went together. So it would be we would go in and we would know each other.
Sure. Instead of solo brolo.
Great time. Great party.
Thank you.
Great age. Right?
Great age. Great age. Great age. You knew that was coming, right?
That was fun, right? Wasn't that fun?
Yeah.
Your 40th birthday party?
No, it was a blast. It was the last time I was happy.
Very good. All right. So
we're in 2015.
Why did we choose to watch The Pound Hole?
3 simple criteria. 1, it was a pilot episode that never went to series. Whether it aired or not is irrelevant. 1 and done. 2, we found it on the internet. And number 3, it was free. That's the three pillars of this show.
Yeah.
That's what holds this show together. Nothing goes through this show that doesn't meet those three criteria.
Yeah, you know what? It's 1, 2, 3. It's as simple as that. We have to have something. We have to have some sort of groundwork for this show. We can't be just pissing in the wind, right?
Yeah. Like the last few episodes. We can't. No, seriously. Yeah, so I mean this is what it's all about.
Absolutely, 1,000%. So where can you find the entire episode of The Pound Hole for yourself? You can do so by subscribing to Couch Pilots and SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast.
Paddlecast? Apple Paddlecast? Ooh, I like that.
I think I'm on my 3rd or 4th beer. Empty stomach.
Ooh.
Anywhere you get podcasts or your favorite podcast app of choice, that's where you can find us. And then simply click on one of our classically blue links in our show notes. Or you can go to adultswim.com, and there you can join the adult alt-right.
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff, please.
Oh, boy. The alt-right. Join the alt-right, won't you, please? Holy crow. We told ourselves we wouldn't get drunk again doing a show. I think we're doing the exact opposite. That summary of the pilot. The Pound Hole is an exclusive dance club located in a porta potty somewhere. Late night, DJ Doug Pound is forced to make a decision between being a father and saving his 6 son's life, or being a DJ. Now that is a decision that should not come lightly. Anyway, that's the summary. I stick by it. And the thing I stick by next is a little segment I like to call Interesting Facts.
Interesting facts, folks. It was called the Conrad Rule, but now we've broke it down because some of you could not follow it. iTunes says, hey, name your segment. We broke it down to the simplest form, and it's, man, just don't do it. Don't taint these facts for somebody else. Don't say they're interesting. Don't give your opinion on them. Just don't do it.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do. My advice, and Captain Philip Restisher's advice would be just don't do it.
Yeah, just don't do it.
Yeah, okay. Release date, May 1st, 2015.
Mayday.
Mayday! Mayday! Listen to Doug Pound! The Pound Hole!
Pound Hole. Fucking stupid-ass name for a show. All right, here we go.
In 2015, Doug co-developed and co-wrote with Daniel Wedenfield an 11-minute live-action pilot for Adult Swim created by Weinfeld and starring himself called The Pound Hole. TBS in 2017 greenlighted it as a TV series, which its premiere is still unknown.
TBS has greenlighted this.
May 1st, 2015, boom.
TBS.
Adult Swim airs it. And then 2 years later, TBS is still saying, there might be something here.
God, I want to say something right now.
TBS is the superstation. Fact. Blake?
I can't say it.
Blake.
Just don't do it.
No, Blake. Fact.
Fact.
Directed by the Daniels. Now, this is funny. I had heard about the Daniels on a podcast that I listened to. And there are 2 guys named Daniel, known as the Daniels. And you may know their work from music videos from people such as Joywave, DJ Snake and Little John, Passion Pit, Foster the People, Tenacious D, the Shins, Battles, Chromeo, Manchester Orchestra, The 100 in the Hands, and FM Belfast. And they've also done commercials for people such as Nike, Children's Hospital, Weetabix, I don't know what that is, Converse, and Levi's.
Okay.
These are a couple of guys named Daniel doing some pretty odd and interesting things directorial-wise.
Sure.
And they happen to direct this.
Okay.
Twitter.
Fact.
That's a fact.
All right, so what's the next segment?
Nothing. Interesting facts over.
No. Oh, okay. No, you were already said the next segment of the show.
Twitter responses.
In, Pound Hole.
In the style of.
In the style of Pound Hole.
Eric.
Twitter responses. I wonder if I got some Twitter responses.
Nothing.
Are you fucking kidding me?
There's nothing there. But here's a promo for one of my favorite shows. It's called Karaoke Biggie.
Hey folks, Big E here with some breaking news. My podcast, Karaoke Big E, was just named the #1 karaoke podcast of all time. Don't believe me? Well, you shouldn't. That category definitely does not exist. My co-host Kevmo and I are in a league of our own when it comes to podcasts. So why don't you check out the world's best, well, probably only, karaoke podcast, Karaoke Big E. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever else you get your podcast. Or you can check us out at karaokebiggie.com. Come on by every Tuesday and give us a listen. And remember, you can't be a star if you don't shine.
Look, right now, I'm on the ones and twos. That is the best intro song of any podcast I've ever heard in my life.
Really?
And they didn't even pay for it. I love that. I love that intro. I love that show, but I love the intro. It pumps you up for what's about to happen, which is karaoke with two dudes and a guest, usually, sometimes.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Rarely.
That show is it's just fun. It's like when you go out and you get a couple drinks in you and you're doing a karaoke, but it's all being recorded.
Right.
And there's structure to it,
Right.
and there's prosperity. That's fun show.
Daft Fun show. Daft Punk show?
Daft Punk show. A couple of robot heads. Now you've been on that a lot because you're kind of the
I force myself.
you're the faux engineer.
Yeah,
for
I'm
it.
the engineer.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I'll ruin the show by just pushing unmute on my microphone, bringing it to me and talking. Sometimes people have to edit what I say out because it hurts people's feelings.
And of course, I created the program, which is not a lie.
So basically, they owe us so much.
1,000%.
Right.
So I create the program.
Wait.
Okay.
I'm a member of their Patreon,
Okay.
and they're not a member of our Patreon.
That's your own problem. I don't know why you do that. But I
got 99 problems, and Kira Biggie is not one.
check it out every Tuesday. It's a lot of fun. It's a great program. And now I reach for my phone and I go for the 10-minute marker. As
Easy peasy. This is easy.
This is an 11-minute pilot, and we would be ridiculous not to cover the whole thing in 10 minutes, which I will hit start right now.
First of all, I didn't realize it was 11 minutes. It seemed like longer. So there's a porta potty, and a black guy opens the door and says, "Get in the hole."
Yeah,
And when a black guy says "get in the hole,"
You get in
I
that
pull
hole.
my pants down. I'm poking whatever.
1,000%.
DJ Doug Pound.
He's trying to keep it rocking, right?
Sure.
He's got some funky fresh moves, and there's a pig running around.
Ham cam.
Got that ham cam.
Love the
going.
ham cam. I mean, you know what? I'm going to give this a ham cam bump because
my
to me,
God.
that was the most creative part of this show.
The DJ, which is Doug Loosenhop. He's the guy who helped create and write this show and stars in it. He spots a hottie in the crowd. And,
She's a hottie.
And he kind of lures her into him. And then
Because
he kind of slow jams it and gives her his
he
number.
slow jams. He sees her. He slow jams on the mixing board,
Yeah.
which leads her to come to the front. And he's like, "Yo, can I have your number?"
This is a big dance part. It's all dark. It's a bunch of young 20-somethings. They're all dancing crazy, having fun. It's an EDM show, essentially, in a club. The whole episode is that. So all these different things are happening, including a potential gang fight. It gets real tense, and then these black guys who are gangsters.
Wait for it. Don't. Let's set the scene a little bit more. We have plenty of time.
Yeah.
There's maybe 5 big, huge African American men, very gangster dressed.
Yeah.
These two are going face to face. Everything gets quiet. Very tense moment, and then
They start making out. Pretty hardcore. They first they come in with like little pecks to each other.
yeah, it's first this little pecs, and then they just
start
fucking going at it.
And the party continues.
And then DJ Doug Pound pushes a button and goes, "Gangsters making out."
The girl he was texting from the beginning, all of a sudden she says she's pregnant.
She pregnant.
But no, while she's saying this, she's trying to communicate this to Doug,
Right.
the DJ. And the whole time he's like keeping it on the ones and twos. He's not stopping what he's
Right.
doing. And he doesn't pay attention to her really.
And then he pushes another button that says, "Not my baby."
He says that a bunch. And then all of a sudden he summons strippers.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's like, "Y'all like strippers?" And strippers come out of the ground
everywhere.
They bust through, and the poles are actually impaling people.
People are dying. Yeah.
There's obviously a gay man
kind of like
on
a
a
twink,
pool.
right? A skinny little hairless guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you got something?
No, it's just
But these poles are coming from everywhere. So he is activating whores, but like they're killing people with these poles coming out of surfaces.
So his DJ booth is he pushes a button and it makes stuff happen.
Sure.
Right? And that's what you need to, I guess, understand. So then all of a sudden she has this baby in the club by a black guy who says he's a doctor.
He's just one of the party goers, but he's a doctor.
And he's like, this baby wants to be born like a horse, which
I don't know what that means.
So she has the baby, and the girl, the baby is wrapped in a hoodie, which is the same hoodie that the DJ
What's
is
his
wearing.
shirt say? Like, keep it rocking or something like that?
In the mix or something like that.
Oh, in the mix. That's
in
right.
the mix.
And the funny thing is for a portion of this,
it was a real baby.
A real baby is used, and well, I'm sure they don't have the blasting music.
Sure.
But the lights are like gonna give this baby a seizure.
Right. It's gonna have seizures for sure. So she's slowly bringing this baby to the DJ booth, and she holds it up like Simba. Right, from Lion King.
Right. And he refuses to believe it's his.
Not my baby. Baby.
Not mine.
So all of a sudden the baby jumps out of her hands, and this is when it becomes a fake baby. And, and he starts doing some DJ scratching.
The baby is fully involved. He's DJing with DJ Doug Pound. The baby then hits the floor and starts dancing.
Yeah.
And then that's when Doug says, "You guys like my baby?" That was my favorite part of the show when he because this baby is doing something that I like. It's my baby. Do you like my baby?
Right, and then he introduces his special DJ guest DJ Arm Pitbull.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's a guy that has just some marker on his armpit.
That's it.
Yeah. And so the kid's growing up. This baby is growing up right before our eyes.
Yeah.
He's getting older and older. He's dancing.
It's kind of like a Robin Williams Jack situation where what they're saying is the baby is growing via heartbeat in time with your music.
Right.
So because you're playing such rapid and repetitive music, the baby is growing faster.
And the girl says, "Slow the music down or he'll die."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No."
He's got a decision to make now. He's like, stop the music or save the baby.
Right. Do you want to be the best DJ or do you want to be the best dad?
And the kid says, "Dad, play the music."
Oh yeah, because by this time the kid is in
his teens.
No. Oh yeah. He's in his 30s.
It's been minutes, and this kid is like, "Dad, keep going with the
music." Right. If Dad, you are the DJ. Keep going. So the baby gets old, and he ends up on a stretcher. And the mom is sitting there, next to him, and because the beat keeps going back up.
Yeah, I was saying the whole time, the entire time this baby is growing old, the music is pounding, and the party is raging on.
Oh, yeah, and so all of a sudden, the baby it flatlines.
The mother is distraught, but Doug is ready for the remix, even though this baby just died. And somewhere in there, the gay gangsters, or gangsters, as I say, get married.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, and it's like the last 45 seconds is just like a remix of what you just saw, and it's over. How much time we got left?
We got over 3 minutes.
Add it to the next episode. We got 3 minutes for the next episode.
That's it. We don't need any more,
We don't need any more.
That's it. That's all that you're going to get.
Please remain seated as we are now crossing a zone of turbulence.
Turbulence.
DJ Doug Pound, the Pound Hole. This is a guy I've heard of before, Doug Loosenhop. He actually has legitimate music producing credits, and he's been on a podcast I like to call the Bone Zone. He's been on a few times. He's very interesting to me, and but he made a pilot with Adult Swim.
Sure.
It didn't work. Here we are, 2018. There's no series involved whatsoever. Why didn't this work?
Where do I start?
At the beginning and then end at the end.
Okay. The beginning is the reason why it didn't start is nobody wants to. Where's this going to go?
Yeah.
I understand this as a video short, right? Let's say there's a new a DJ or a club band that's coming out, and you want to You want to promote their music through the whole 11 minutes. You put that in there. This is just a short. There's nowhere to go. He gets a girl pregnant by texting her. They have a baby that grows up, and after that, what is there to do? There's nothing. There's no place to go.
Yeah, you're right. I see this as like
Remix.
I see this as like a Funny or Die clip. You know, you want a drink? There you go. Suck on that. This to me, you click on Funny or Die. This pops up.
Yep.
This is fun.
Sure.
This is for maybe cut a few minutes off of it even. 7-8 minutes. Oh my god, this is silly. This is ridiculous.
When the gangsters end up kissing.
Yeah.
God.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna watch this week after week?
No.
Is it always gonna be in a club with pounding music and people dancing and some sort of narrative wrapped in that? That seems tough.
Yeah, no, because that music, it was 11 minutes, but I told you at the beginning, I felt like it was like 20 minutes. There was a lot of.
Honestly, I don't feel like it didn't drag on for me. But to think that this could be a series and week after week, there is a narrative wrapped up in this dance club.
Yeah.
It seems exhaustive.
Yeah.
Like I would be tired watching this. Right. I think if it were to improve, I don't know. Is there a life outside of the dance club? Does that exist? I don't think so. Right?
No, because that's the whole point of the character.
Yeah.
He's a DJ and
this is a short.
Yeah.
Maybe you do one short every 6 months as something for Funny or Die. But this isn't a series, right? Well, if it survived, can you see it going anywhere?
No.
No.
Nowhere at all.
No.
Nowhere at all.
I don't get it either, but it definitely was made. We can't take that away from
No.
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FCF Airport. Local time is 11:11.
It's good to be back at home, right?
Temperature is 69 degrees.
I'm glad I'm back.
For your
Feels
safety
good.
and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captains turn off the fasten seatbelt sign.
There is a rating here for IMDb. Do you know what it
Really?
is?
No, I can't believe that.
Would you like to take a guess?
3.7.
6.9. This is from 31 ratings. So again, not a lot of ratings.
More than last week, though.
A few more. Viewer reviews. The Daniels, being the directors, dip back into Adult Swim land with this send-up of the nightclub scene. It is ludicrous, cringe-inducing, funny, and sad all at once. I fucking love the way they see the human body in motion. They find the coolest dancers in their films, and very much this one. Revel in all the things that bodies do. A good little practice run before a Swiss Army Man. This is seriously dumb, though.
Did they direct Swiss Army Man?
I don't know what that is, but I assume
It's a movie.
They did. They must have, yeah.
Yeah. I never saw it, but I heard about it. It had the guy from Lord of the Rings.
Viggo Mortensen?
No, the main Hobbit guy.
Oh,
Bilbo Baggins.
Oh, Bilbo? Michael Sheen?
I don't know.
Martin Sheen?
No.
Elijah Wood?
Yes, Elijah Wood. Yes, he was in. Yeah.
2.5 stars from Matt. Kill my son or stop playing this cool music. I don't know. It's kind of the decision the protagonist had to make. That's it. Not a lot of people talking about this. That's fine.
Yeah.
Because you and I are talking about this.
And we will do that. We don't care if there's 1 million people talking about it or 3 people talking about it. We will do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to FCF Airport. Local time is 11:11 and the temperature is 69 degrees. For your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captains turn off the fasten seatbelt sign.
Turn them off.
Turn them all off, everybody. 1 to 7, that's the scale. Am I right?
Yeah, that's the scale that we use to, IMDb uses 1 to 10 with decimal points.
Ebert, what's that? Ebert and Roper? Siskel, Ebert and Roper say thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah, that's lazy.
That's fine.
And in high school, grade school, college, A, B, C, D,
E, F, G.
E, H.
Next time, won't you sing with me?
Yeah. But now, supposedly now, there's satisfactory and
no, I don't like that.
Alternative, and everybody gets a ribbon. No. But here on Couch Pilots, 1 through 7, and this scale is based off of the very famous, very popular television show Wings.
Yeah.
Let's go through
1990s.
1990s.
Remember that? Remember the 90s?
Oh, I love
The dream was alive in the 1990s.
The 90s.
You have a television show based in a small, tiny, independently owned airport. The program is called Wings. You have 7 main characters, all the way from number 1. It's the worst score you're going to get here on Couch Pilots. It's
Roy
a character.
Biggins, baby. He
He's
was
the
the
worst.
competitor. Fat guy, mustache,
Aeromass.
always
Yeah.
sweating.
Yeah.
Always sweating.
Greasy,
Very rude.
underhanded,
Yeah.
backstabbing.
Yeah, he's always wanting somebody to get on their plane instead of his plane instead of theirs.
That's the number 1. Number 2 is the Faye Cochran. Number 3 is
Wait. Faye Cochran.
Right.
She was like the receptionist, the ticket taker.
elderly lady, AARP card.
Yeah. She was like your mom. She was retired, and she was a sweet, beautiful young old lady, and she was innocent, right?
Let's go through this quick because I got to pee pretty bad. Antonio Scarpacci, played by Tony Shalhoub, the local taxi man.
Yeah.
Number 3. Number 4, Joe Hackett. Personally, my favorite.
Sure.
Even keel.
We had a fight about this.
Yeah, he's the guy who was in charge of the whole thing. Number 5 is Bud Bronsky, friend of the show, Brian Haley. He's the mechanic. The goofy,
second mechanic.
Lovable. Yeah, over Lowell Mather. Number 6 is the very sexy and attractive Helen Chappell.
She played the cello.
Played the cello with her legs spread wide open. Works the food counter. And number 7 is the freewheeling Bob Dylan bomber jacket boy with the flowing hair. His name is Brian Hackett, played by Steven Weber. He's the number 7. He's the best you're going to get.
Yeah, he's the best. Best the man can get.
So, Captain Philip, rest assured, I turn to you. Out of the 1 to 7 scale, how do you rate the pound hole?
Why don't you go ahead and go to the bathroom? I'll take care of this
Oh, that's
right
fantastic. Thank you.
now. 1 to 7. This pilot, every episode, we have to rate these. If we don't rate them, what's the point of watching them? What's the point of you listening to this show if we don't rate what we think of this pilot? I'm going to give this pilot a 2. I'll be honest with you. The cinematography was good. The Daniels or whatever their name is, it was very clean looking. There was a lot of dancing going on. But the premise of this show was ridiculous, right? You have a DJ who is not very good, and right at the beginning of the show, he shows he's not good. But then he texts a girl, and she gets pregnant, and you go through this whole baby's life in 9 minutes. The premise of the show is ridiculous. I cannot be on board with it. That's it. And I thought it would take less time for Jason to go to the party. But I'm giving it a 2. I did not like it. Even though it was 11 minutes. If this would have been a 30 minutes, it would have got a 1 and done. It would have got a Roy big old Bibbins. The only thing funny, the only thing comical about this pilot was when the gangsters kiss. So there's 5 or 6 gangsters around, right? They're hardcore big black guys. They're like badass. They're in the club. They're puffing their chests out, and these 2 of them go face to face, right? And they're staring each other down, and they go, right? They kiss a little bit, and they go, they kiss a little bit more, and then they go full on like French kissing. That was the funniest part of the show for me. I'm keeping it at a 2. Jason, my captain, I'm giving it a 2. What are you giving this pilot, which is called Pound Hole?
Oh, boy. I think this is done by Tim and Eric, which I really like.
No, it wasn't. But you're saying it's in the style of, or you think they had something to do with it?
They might have. I don't know. I should have dug into it more. It's silly. It's ridiculous. It's Adult Swim. It's on par. It's what we expect from Adult Swim. I just don't like Adult Swim has got this like bevy, this whole container full of pilots that didn't go anywhere. This is one of those things. And some of those things are better as just like one-off silliness.
Sure.
To me, this is one of those things.
This is a Funny or Die thing.
I can't see this going anywhere. The guy who played Doug Pound was fine. It was fun. It was silly. There were some funny parts. But like, am I going to tune into week after week of this pounding music and these flashing lights and trying to make sense of a narrative? I don't think I can do it.
So did you confirm that this was meant to be a pilot for a series?
Fair, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
I take. Well, I mean, if TBS said they were going to pick it up,
That's
as a
true.
thing, right?
Yeah,
So,
got that.
anywho,
I'd rather watch the Atlanta Braves than watch this.
Ted Turner, my friend. I want to like this. I heard you say the cinematography was good. Yeah, everything looked fine. Could it go forward as a series? I don't think so. I want to give it a 3. I think I'm going to give it a 2.
Yeah.
I don't. It was fine for what it was. It can't go forward. This is silliness. This is ridiculous. It was fun for what it does, but don't pretend like you're going to be a series.
Here's the
right?
thing. So I started watching this, and I got about 2.5, 3 minutes in. Then I had to go let the dogs out.
Masturbate.
Oh, God damn it. I have a dog, Jason. And I let the dog out
Right.
to go potty. When I came back and I pushed my phone,
Sure.
it started it over again.
So you had to watch the first 3 minutes again.
Get in the hole. Get in the hole. So yeah, I had to watch the first 2 minutes twice. It was not nice.
Twice, not nice. What did you give it?
A 2.
You gave
3,
it a
no,
2.
I give it a 3 or 2.
I don't know. I was taking a piss.
I think I gave it a 2.
You gave it a 2. I gave it a
hoping.
2.
I'm hoping I gave it a 2.
You and I are like a couple of fucking young broads syncing up with our periods. You're syncing up with our scores.
Bye.
Bye. You give it a 2. I give it a 2. And with that, we close the book on the pound hole, and we will never speak of that show again.
Ever.
But join us next time, won't you please, when we watch the pilot episode of $1 a Second.
Is this a game show?
Here's a little something to wet your whistle. One pair of contestants, or a solo pair, are selected to perform a certain task, which could be anything. They earn $1 for every second they were on the stage, and unless they are paying the penalty, may quit out at any time.
It's a game show, folks. Season 16, episode 1. We're starting out with a game show. I'm loving this already.
You love that shit. You can find the entire episode of $1 a Second by subscribing to Couch Pilots and SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app of choice, and then simply click on one of our classically blue links in our show notes.
Period.
Or go to YouTube, and you know what to do too.
You thought that up. You
What's that?
invented that.
I did. I was like, what rhymes with YouTube? Do-tube.
Bluetooth.
That's even better. There are ways to contact us. We are living in a post-2018 CouchCon society, right?
Good times.
Great times. You know what?
I wanted to talk about it like the whole episode. That's all I want to do is talk about it.
At the end of our life, we'll be sitting in some hospital bed somewhere and
Shitting ourselves.
absolutely pooping our pants, just like Dustin did in the season or the episode.
Dustin pooped his pants?
Yeah, remember he was so scared of the interesting facts.
Oh, I
that
thought
he
you were talking
crapped his
about
pants.
Dustin from Drunken Lullabies pooped his own
Yeah,
pants.
that guy. But at the end of our lives, all we have, Blake, are our memories, right? So why not do the things that excite us or get us involved, such as CouchCon? And that's exactly what happened. There are thousands of people who were just there, had the time of their lives.
If you think about it right now,
Yeah.
in a realistic standpoint,
Yeah.
you're only 2 months away
Yeah.
from the tickets for 2019 going on sale. And you haven't even heard about it.
Here's the thing. Did you have a great time at this year's CouchCon?
Yes.
Do we know what's going to happen next year?
No.
But the tickets will be for sale,
Yes.
and they will sell out.
Yes.
Very
I'm
good.
thinking of a warm, dry climate.
Yeah, I think so too.
Or maybe we should go back to Louisiana where I went to a brothel.
Yeah, maybe we should do it at the brothel.
No, maybe we should do it at the Pontiac Silverdome.
In Flint, Michigan? Hell yeah, man. Let's get some of that
that
dirty
what
ass
I said?
water. The Pontiac Silverdome? Hell yeah.
I thought that was in New Orleans.
I don't know. Well,
Research.
Yeah, we got to do some research for sure. We're going to take a few weeks off from preparing for CouchCon to kind of relax and just focus on this show.
Sure.
But until then, if you want to contact our show, go to couchpilotspodcast.com. It's a website that exists and that we pay for, and you can go there and listen to every show we've ever done for free, and also contact us in a cornucopia of different ways.
Sure, you can email us from there. You can go to all our social medias. You can listen to the shows. And I thank you for talking about how it costs money, because our domain is coming up pretty soon. And, are you going to give us money, just write us a check and then mail it to us? No. Right? Patreon.com/couchpilots.
Yeah.
That's where we make the money, however we can, to pay for this.
We're out there shucking and jiving, trying to get a few shekels in here to keep the lights on.
Again, people died when the thousands of pounds of confetti and glitter came down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have to.
This is for them.
Yep. No, but we have to look at it from in the books.
That's right.
And go, that's in the red. That's in the red, right? We have bills to pay. So we're giving this podcast for free. Go check patreon.com/couchpilots out. We have 4 different tiers that we can provide to you, and we will do that. Check it out.
Yeah, we've done this show for almost 3 years now, over 150 episodes.
God damn.
We're very proud of what we've done. We have fun with it. We're excited for it. We have people who listen. And if you want to help support the quote-unquote art that is Couch Pilots, the fun that is, and you would just donate something, subscribe if you want. There are different, like if you become a subscriber, there are different tiers of things that we will give back to you. So we're not asking that. We're not saying, hey, please donate. But if you want to,
give us all your money.
We'd appreciate
it. We're not
it.
televangelists.
Whether or not people donate or not, we're going to keep doing this going forward for free.
Don't tell people that.
But we want to be able to hopefully recoup the cost of something. So if you want to give, please do. We'd super duper appreciate it. We always have fun doing it. We hope you have fun listening. And with that, call 910-PILOTS-1. It's 910-7541. Or I'm sorry, 745-6871. Call us, leave us a message about your experiences with CouchCon in any way possible. We'd really appreciate it. And Captain Philip, rest assured, do you have any kind of message of positivity that you like to give to our frequent flyers before we go today?
Amazing stuff happened at CouchCon. Okay?
Yeah.
There was a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
There was community.
Right.
There was friendship. There was unprotected sex.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
CouchCon 2019, I'm already going to say it without any hesitation.
Hold on a second. What are you doing?
CouchCon 2019 will blow.
What are you doing?
Will blow this away. Get your tickets starting on Christmas Eve. Get them now.
Oh my God! What a promise made by the captain. And with that, this
and my wrist still hurts, by the way.
Well, what are you putting some sort of healing salve on it?
No, I'm letting it happen and then complaining about it.
Do you think you're going to get it cut off and do some sort of Swiss Army hook?
Could be. Captain Hook. Captain Hook. Captain, rest assured, turns into Captain Hook. It'd be a lot easier, right? You have a lot more jokes at the beginning, right? If I was Captain Hook.
Probably so.
Hook 'em horns.
What'd you say? Hook 'em horns? What does that mean?
You don't like sports. That's okay.
Hook 'em horns?
Just carry on. Play the fucking music.
Oh, my wayward son. This pilot may have been
Carry
rough.
on,
this is always a smooth flight here on Couch
son.
Pilots. Thanks, everyone.
There'll be
we'll see you next time.
when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.